let's continue with the trial, shall we?
I believe the accused's motive is clear to everyone.
Yes, quite. Oh boy, this is not looking good.
Next question. You went to the victim's apartment on the day of the murder, did you not? Well, did you or did you not? Well, maybe I did, and maybe I didn't.
You're in a court of law, dickhead. Oh, he went. What do I do? Truth will set you free, right? I know. I'll send him a signal. Tell the truth.
Yeah, I was there, I went.
I have a feeling we're gonna lose. Order! Well, Mr. Butts?
Dude, chill. She wasn't home, man. So, like, I didn't see her.
Yeah.
The defendant is lying.
Lying?
Prosecution would like to call a witness who can prove Mr. Butts is lying.
Oh, well, that simplifies matters. Who is your witness?
A man who found the victim's body. Just before making the gruesome discovery.
And I hope for your sake this guy isn't prosecutor in most of the cases.
He saw the defendant fleeing the scene of a crime.
Order! Order in the court! Mr. Payne, the prosecution may call its witness.
Yes, Your Honor.
This is bad. I was gonna say, ooh-wee.
On the day of the murder, my witness was selling newspapers at the victim's building. Please bring Frank Sowitz to the stand.
Get the fuck. Oh, look at this guy.
Mr. Sowitz, you sell paper subscriptions, is this correct?
Oh, yes. Newspaper, yes. Mr. Sowit. Saw it? His name is Saw It.
Yeah, you're gonna love it.
You may proceed with your testimony. Please tell the court what you saw the day of the murder. Witness account. Oh. I was going door to door selling subscriptions when I saw a man fleeing an apartment. I thought he must be in a hurry because he left the door half open behind him. Thinking it strange, I looked inside the apartment. When I saw her lying there, a woman, not moving, dead. I quailed in fright and found myself unable to go inside. I thought to call the police immediately. However, the phone in her apartment wasn't working. I went to a nearby park and found a public phone. I remember the time exactly. It was 1 p.m. The man who ran was, without a doubt, the defendant sitting right over there. I know it has a different voice than what I started with. This guy. I didn't know what he'd look like, or that he'd do this with his hands. Harry, why didn't you tell the truth? I can't defend you against a testimony like that. Incidentally, why isn't the phone in the victim's apartment working? Why wasn't it?
Your Honor, at the time of the murder, there was a blackout in buildings.
That seems rather fortuitous for the murderer. Aren't phones supposed to work during a blackout?
Yes, Your Honor. However, the cordless phones do not work normally. The phone that Mr. Sowitz used was one of those phones. It was one of those. Kind of a big. I mean, Your Honor, I have a record of the blackout as for perusal. Perusal.
Blackout record. Electricity to Mrs. Stone's building. Out from noon to 6 p.m. on the day of the crime. Now, Mr. Wright. Yeah? Yes, Your Honor? You may begin your cross-examination. Cross-examination, Your Honor?
All right, Wright. This is it. The real deal.
What exactly am I supposed to do?
Why, expose the lies in the testimony the witness just gave.
Lies? What? Was he lying? He was lying?
Your client is innocent, right? Then the witness must have lied in his testimony. Or is your client really guilty?
Alright, what are you trying to insinuate here, lady? How do I prove he's not?
You hold the key. It's in the evidence. Compare the witness testimony to the evidence at hand. There's bound to be a contradiction in there. First, find the contradiction between the court records and the witness testimony. Then, once you've found the contradicting evidence, present it and rub it in the witness's face.
Alright, I am all about this judiciary face rubbing. Okay.
Open the court record with the R1 button, then point out the contradictions in your testimony. In the testimony.
Okay. Cross-examination! I was going door to door selling subscriptions when I saw a man fleeing an apartment.
You can press for more information.
Yeah.
Or present evidence, which may bite you in the ass if you're wrong.
The man leaving an apartment a common sight? I find it odd that you would take notice of him. I don't know. He just seemed strange to me, that's all. Like he was mad and yet frightened at the same time. Just like a criminal fleeing a scene of a crime. Alright, well, there's nothing there. I don't think. Defense requests that the witness refrain from conjecture.
Of course. What the witness means is he saw a man. That the man he saw looks suspicious. So what happened next?
I thought he must be in a hurry because he left the door half open behind him. Always press, right? Half open, you say? Yes, the door was open halfway, yes. I watched for a moment, but no one came to close the door. That's odd in a big city like this, I thought.
I see. And what happened next?
Thinking it strange, I looked inside the apartment. Always press. Who gave you the idea to do that? Well, the door was half open, you see? Isn't it only human to want to peek? We climb mountains because they are there. It's the same thing.
Truer words have never been spoken. Anyone will look inside.
Why did pain cut him off so quickly?
So you look into the apartments, and then what happens? Then.
Then I saw her lying there, a woman, not moving, dead. Are you sure she was dead? Oh, well, no, I guess I wasn't, but she wasn't moving at all, and there was blood everywhere. Guess that would look fatal to anyone. Hey, well, what happened next? What time did he say he was doing that? But he found her.
I don't know. Let's continue with the testimony.
I quailed in fright and found myself unable to go inside. He just said he was inside. Well, no, he peeked. It didn't touch anything in the apartment. Yes, I mean, no, nothing. Sense waffling. Okay, what happened next? I thought to call the police immediately. You thought to call the police? Does that mean you didn't actually call them?
Please, listen to the rest of the testimony. You thought to call the police, and what happened next?
However, the phone in her apartment wasn't working. The phone in her apartment wasn't working. Yes, I mean, no, it wasn't, right? You said you didn't go in the apartment, or did you? That. I can explain that. There was a cordless phone on the shelf in this entranceway. I reached inside and tried using that to call.
The phone wasn't working, correct? What happened next?
Went to a nearby park and found a public phone. I use a public phone. You see, I don't have a cell phone, and being in the middle of an afternoon, there was no answer at the nearby apartments. Alright, what time did you call again? Remember the time exactly, it was 1 p.m. "1 p.m.? Are you certain?" Radic. "Yes, absolutely." Yeah, I guess public phone would have been fine. Really confident.
1 p.m.? Right. Doesn't that seem strange to you? There's some evidence to contradict him.
How?
R1, of course.
What? My badge. Of death. I guess we do the autopsy report, right?
What?
We called it 1, died at 4. They would have found her. I mean, they found her dead, didn't they?
Their time of death was about that time.
I mean, it'd take the paramedics 3 hours to get there.
He already found her dead. Remember?
That's what I'm saying, but for them to I mean, time of death was... Alright, wait.
Objection!
You found the body at 1 p.m. You're sure? Yes, it was 1 p.m. for certain. Frankly, I find that hard to believe. Your statement directly contradicts the autopsy report. The autopsy notes the time of death at sometime after 4 p.m. There was no body to find at 1 p.m. How do you explain this 3-hour gap? Oh, that. You ratty little weasel motherfucker.
It's trivial. The witness merely forgot the time.
After his testimony, I find that hard to believe. Mr. Saw It? Why were you so certain you found the body at 1 p.m.? Gee, that's a really good question.
Great job, Wright. Put him on the spot. Way to put him on the spot.
Thanks, girl.
That's all you have to do is point out the contradiction. Lies always beget more lies. See through one, and the whole story falls apart.
Wait, I remember now. Would you care to give your testimony again? Witness testimony! You see, when I found the body, I heard the time. Okay, I hear the whole thing, then we'll come back to it. There was a voice saying the time. It was probably coming from the television. Oh, but it was 3 hours off, wasn't it? I guess the victim must have been watching a video or a taped program. That's why I thought it was 1 p.m. Terribly sorry about the misunderstanding. I see. You heard a voice saying the time on a taped program. Right? You may cross-examine the witness.
Right. You know what to do.
I got this one. Yeah. Wright's got the confidence. Cross-examination. When I found the body, I heard the time. Did you heard, not saw? Yes, heard. All I saw was the body laying there. Didn't think to look at anything else. Least of all, my watch. Isn't that a little strange? You're saying you heard something, but if you were so shocked by the body, you wouldn't hear anything at all.
The witness did say he actually heard the time. It's ludicrous to guess he wouldn't hear anything.
I have to agree with the prosecution. Witness, continue your testimony. There was a voice saying the time. It was probably coming from the television. Are you sure it was the television and not a radio? Well, no, I guess it might have been radio.
Incidentally, there was no radio on the premises. There's only one large television.
Right. I can't put my finger on it, but something about this seems fishy. Something about hearing the television.
The witness has testified he heard the time.
Oh, but it was 3 hours off, wasn't it? How do you explain the gap? Well, the witness... Oh, well, witness, can you explain this? I guess the victim must have been watching a video of a taped program. A video? Yes, that would explain why the time was wrong. True, true.
Right. I think the problem lies someplace else.
Yes. You agreed that you heard the time at the scene. At the scene then. I thought it was 1 p.m. Hey, let's just keep questioning. Are you sure the voice you heard said it was 1 p.m.? Yes, I can practically hear it now. It's quite clear. Mr. Payne, has the prosecution verified his testimony?
My apologies, Your Honor. I too have only just learned the witness heard the time.
Oh, I'm really sorry. I only remembered just now. Terribly sorry about the misunderstanding. When would be a good time? I should probably present the evidence on the line that I got stuff on, right?
That would contradict the testimony.
The blackout at the time that he says he has the TV, right? I should not do it here, or at any time is good.
Well, unfortunately, you're trying to contradict this.
Yeah, okay, that's what I was saying. Terribly sorry about the misunderstanding.
So you should probably find where the...
Well, you just watch it. What's the point of pressing him on that one? Was there?
You should be able to go back.
Oh, okay. Blackout.
Objection!
Eat this sandwich of justice right now. Hold it right there. The prosecution has said there was a black... Oh, wait, why am I talking like that?
Why are you talking like
I
that?
don't know. It sounded really epic in my head, and I was like, I've got this. Prosecution has said there was a blackout at the time of the discovery, and this record proves it. Yep. You couldn't have heard a television or a video. Ah! Well, the defendant has a point. Do you have an explanation for this, Mr. Solid? No, I find it quite puzzling myself. Wait. Wait, I remember now. I like how animated it is.
Yeah.
Mr. Solid, the court would prefer to hear an accurate testimony from the beginning. If you would. These constant corrections are harming your credibility. And you seem rather distraught. Oh, that and you seem rather distraught, sorry. Yeah. My apologies, Your Honor. It must have been the shock of finding the body. Very well, Mr. Solid. Let's hear your testimony once more, please.